Hey everybody, welcome back to the farm. Today I got a little project, kind of a neat project. Last year Cheryl and I went to Nebraska whitetail hunting. And we were sitting in the blind and there was a bunch of white oak acorns on the ground, so I stuck some in my pocket, my hunting jacket, and kind of forgot about them. And we got back from hunting, and about 2 weeks later, I suppose, Cheryl was going to wash some of her stuff. She asked, "What are you going to do with these acorns?" So I decided to try planting them. We had bought acorns or oak trees in the past and planted them. We had a past video there where we talked about some oak tree maintenance and things like that, or tree maintenance. So anyway, we got back and I took those acorns, put them in a Ziploc bag with a wet paper towel, put them in the refrigerator for only about 2 weeks, I suppose. After that, I got some regular potting soil and planted them inside in a morning sun window. I think I planted 12 acorns in this little container. 6 of them came up, and they're growing pretty good, but now they're getting pretty root bound. So what I'm doing today is I'm gonna transplant these into individual bigger tubs here, and I'll keep them in tubs till fall. This fall, once they go dormant, I'll pull them out of these containers and we'll plant them on the property where we want them. Really easy to grow. Some of them were probably not great acorns. I mean, I just grabbed a handful and stuck in my pocket. So I think if you took your time and went through them, I've heard guys floating them to make sure that they're viable or not. But it went pretty easily. So I'll get the camera set up here and kind of show you what we're doing here. I'm gonna mix some compost material from our wood chips from our chickens with a little bit of potting garden soil in each pot, and that's what I'll plant them in, and we'll get them in pots and see how they do. So I think I'll mix these about half and half, half compost material and half garden soil, potting soil. So about half and half. And I'll just try to mix it up in the tub a little bit. I think what I'll do is get all of these, get the soil in each one of these pots, and then I'll pull the trees out of the pot they're in and get them all planted. So we got all the pots filled up here, and I'll just start working on getting these out of this planter that they were in. It's really been a beautiful start to summer here. It's been almost 80 degrees for about a week here, so the weather's been just beautiful. We could use a little rain. It's starting to dry out and the fire danger has been high for a while now, but So pretty neat. I've actually never dug one up out of the soil like this, but you can see the acorn there and the roots, how the roots grew out of it. It's pretty neat. You got to put in a pot here and get them all planted. This should give these roots some room to grow and expand, and these plants, these trees should really take off again. I'm hopeful they get a couple feet high here this summer in these spots. And like I said, we'll get them out and get them planted. Probably cage them to keep the deer from getting at them. They really love them. Not just the acorns, they like the trees too. So once they find them, they'll chew them right off, and all your hard work will be gone. So you want to be sure you get them caged to preserve them. These two are tangled right together here. I think we can get them separated here. A lot of good roots on them, so I think they'll do just fine. Put these bigger ones in these little bit bigger pot here. And so the roots, they're really root bound in here because the roots are growing right into the bottom of the container, so it's a good time to get them transplanted here. They appeared to be a bit stunted. You could see there was pretty aggressive growth when they first came up. Then the growth really slowed down as they got more and more root bound in this small pot, so I think I probably could have transplanted these even a little sooner. Yeah, that one got quite a taproot down there. And just add a little soil around the tops of these a little bit. Well, that's it. I'll get some water on them, soak them down good. I got a spot for them next to the house where I'm hoping the critters won't bother with them. Like I said, it was pretty rewarding to be able to grow them yourself, and it wasn't that hard. So if you want to do something like this, it's not too tough to do. Put your acorns in the refrigerator just for a couple weeks. You can leave them longer, I think. They don't need, like white oaks, don't need a lot of time. They can hit the ground and actually grow, germinate in that same year. So they would naturally fall on the ground and germinate the first year, and then they would sprout and then go dormant and sprout again in the spring. So they're really easy to grow inside during the winter time, and you can transplant them like this and get them out that fall. So that's our plan here. get some more on these. And thanks for watching. Subscribe, like this channel, share with your friends if they're into this type of thing. And until next time, keep on living a good life.